Good morning. Welcome to your card of the day for Sunday the 30th or Monday the 31st of March. Hoping your day is going well. Now, today's card of the day is freedom. And I love that they've used a dragonfly on this card to denote freedom, because the dragonfly has so many meanings, not the least of which is it's often seen as being a representative of the other side, life on the other side. Quite often our loved ones come to us in the forms of dragonflies. So freedom. The words for this card are living the life you love. We've been talking about this for days. Liberation is a shift in perspective. The many facets of freedom. Inviting enjoyment and inspiration into your life. Discovering what freedom means to you, because freedom is different for everybody. My idea of freedom is not going to be the same as your idea of freedom. Overcoming our limitations. Unbound creative expression and choice over obligation. So freedom is our soul's breath. It's the open sky within us, and the space to live in harmony with our truth. It's not just about breaking ties. It's about choosing with an open heart and moving from obligation to intention. So that's moving from obligation to intention. That's an important differentiation. Because when we are in obligation, we don't feel free. Many people seek freedom through wealth, believing that money will unlock the life that they long for. Yet that relentless chase can often bind us even tighter into the obligation. Freedom, true freedom, rises when we align with our soul's calling, while also sustaining our physical needs. It's easy to believe that freedom means dramatic change, but in truth, it's actually a state of being. Life may look the same on the outside, yet feel entirely different when we move from duty to choice. And this is why I stopped calling my morning and evening tasks chores. Because by changing the word, because words are spells, by changing the word of chore to tasks, it went from obligation to intention. It instantly changed the feeling around what I was doing. You may wake up one morning to find that what once felt like your dream has actually become a prison, a cage, and your spirit is restless and your heart is whispering of a different path. Yet the weight of those responsibilities, the financial, the familial, or self-imposed, can keep us standing still, waiting for the world to shift before we do. But the shift begins in here. In here. Even the smallest steps taken with intention signal to the universe that we are ready to shift. So if you follow the sparks of inspiration, exploring new possibilities as they come up, doors will open. And when the doors do open, the choice will be yours to step forward through that door or to stay where you are. Freedom is also that art of release, the ability to let go, to trust, and loving without fear. Loving without fear. If it's not love, it's fear. So allowing fear to just slip away and keep ourselves focused on love. Fear will rise up because that's a part of the human condition. We recognize it, we thank it because it's rising up to warn us of something, and then we refocus back to love again. Paradoxically, a silly word, too much freedom without form, some type of boundaries around it, can feel ungrounded and sometimes even overwhelming. And structure isn't a cage. It's a foundation upon which you can expand into joy, and endless possibilities can flourish. And when we're rooted in love and trust, freedom's not something that we choose. It's something that we embody. So this card is inviting you into a deeper sense of freedom into this moment. Sometimes the only limit is the one that we place on ourselves. And a simple shift in our perspective can bring lightness and reveal choices where once there didn't seem to be any. So take a step back, ask yourself, what does true freedom look like for you? Not just in this moment, but in the grand unfolding of your life. And if a situation feels stifling for you right now, the power to shift it lies within you. Small intentional changes, moments of joy, soul-nourishing practices. These all can weave a greater sense of freedom into your everyday life. The soul-nourishing practices can be as simple as going out and standing barefoot on the ground and grounding, lying in the grass and feeling that grounding, hugging a tree, spending time with animals, your cat, your dog, your horse. All these things are soul-nourishing practices. So is meditation, a soak in the bath, a walk down the beach, a walk through the forest. Everybody's soul-nourishing practices are different. I'm just giving you different ideas. So if you're ready, if you are already experiencing freedom, yet you feel unsettled, just pause and do a little bit of reflecting. Is this the kind of freedom you truly longed for? If you feel unmoored or adrift, grounding yourself with some structure may actually help you expand your freedom, helping it feel more sustainable and aligned with your spirit's path. And sometimes, while we are following our joy, while we are following our path to freedom, we can feel a little bit adrift. It's very easy to lose sight of the dream. And sometimes we achieve the dream, but it doesn't contain any solace, because we get there and we realize that's not what we really wanted after all. So ground yourself. Whatever it is you do to ground yourself. And think, how can you structure this a little more so that your freedom expands and aligns with your path. The dragonfly keeps speaking to me of our loved ones wanting to help us on our way. Our loved ones are around. Your loved ones are always around you. They're wanting you to know that they're always around. It's the dragonfly. They're always there to support you with love. And the additional message today, and freedom, is the freedom to know that life is so much more than we think that it is. That we are so much more than we think that we are. And this life here on this planet is only a very small part. It's a short journey in the journey of who we truly are. And those that we love who've gone before are always just a breath away. Just a breath away. We can call on them for guidance. We can call on them to support us. We can call on them to hold us. We can develop the ability to converse with them. They send signs, and they're wanting you to look for those signs. It could be a butterfly, it could be a dragonfly. It could be just about anything. Every person comes through in a different way. Could be feathers. Could be flowers. Coins. Some people find coins. It could be things out of place. Something moved. But they're always close. And they just wanted to let you know that they are always close. Thank you, team. With that, I'll say good night. I wish you a wonderful, blessed day. Keep on working towards what freedom means to you. What makes your heart sing? That childlike innocence, that passion that shows you your purpose. Until tomorrow morning.